In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to save $10,000 this year. Imagine what you could do with an extra $10,000. When it comes to saving money, a lot of people are used to saving maybe a couple $100 here and there, but saving a bigger amount like $10,000 seems huge in comparison. A large number like that can seem impossible, but $10,000 divided into 365 days comes out to be just $27.40 per day. I know that $27.40 to some may be a lot and to others will seem like nothing, but this is just the reality of what $10,000 looks like from day to day. The reality of $27.40 is that it's made up of 2 10s, a 5, 2 1s, and some change. So where can you find this amount to make up $27.40 per day? Are there things in your day where you're spending $5 here or $10 there? What about a coffee, a water bottle, or a vending machine snack? That can easily add up to $5 multiple times a week. What about grocery shopping and adding a couple items to the cart that weren't originally on the list? $10 right there. Or what about buying lunch because you left yours at home? Boom, another $13. What about ordering food delivery? I ran an experiment with DoorDash and ended up spending $14 more than if I were to just pick up the food myself. What about boredom browsing and shopping online? The average American spends $300 on impulse buying. That's $10 a day right there for ya. If you want to win with your money and achieve financial freedom, it's imperative to remember that money in must be more than money out. So many people are stuck in this rut and are like hamsters running on a wheel. They work so hard every day to make money and then spend that hard-earned money so fast. An example is having a job delivering pizzas for $15 an hour and then after buying a $15 lunch. Essentially, this person just ate an hour of their work and is now at $0. This goes with some higher income people too. Imagine a person making $20,000 a month, but then their mortgage is over half of that. For these two people, their work hours are getting them nowhere. Their inflow is equivalent to their outflow. Without being able to save, you can't get any traction and you will feel like you are always spinning your wheels. No wonder people complain about being exhausted all the time. Erica, don't you feel like you're being a little harsh? Nope. Let's keep going. If the goal is to save $10,000 or $27.40 per day, there are 3 main ways you can go about this. 1, you can increase your inflow, income. 2, you can decrease your outflow, spending. Or 3, you can do both at the same time. For increasing your inflow, what can you do that will equal $27.40 per day? Maybe it's picking up some overtime shifts, or maybe it's delivering for DoorDash or Uber Eats for a couple hours after work. Maybe start some dog walking or nannying over the weekend, which has some pretty decent pay. Look for opportunities to grow in your field, whether that's getting certifications, promotions, or some other avenues to increase your income. Maybe find some items that you no longer enjoy but still have some value and sell it online. If you like what you see so far, do me a favor and click that subscribe button. Here at Build Your Moxie, I cover self-improvement, productivity, and finances. Okay, now for decreasing outflow. Is there anything you can do to trim your budget? If you don't know where to start, here are some tips. Gather all your expenses and receipts from the last month. Print it out, write it out, type it out, whatever floats your boat. I want you to mark each expense with a highlighter. Mark everything that was a need in one color and mark everything that was a want in another color. Total it up and what did you get? How much did you spend in the need category and how much did you spend in the want category? Is there anything you can cut out? There are a lot of ways to trim your budget. This can include cutting back on subscriptions and streaming services. You can make food at home instead of eating out at restaurants. Instead of buying a gift for someone, you can hand make a gift if you are artistic. You can save money on gas by carpooling. You can turn off your air conditioning and heater. You can shop store brand instead of name brand. Or you can cook in bulk and freeze your meals. Another tip is to keep track of your finances. If you are working super hard to bring all this money in, but you have no idea where the money out is going, then this is a recipe for disaster. Keep track of every expense, whether it's using paper and pen, Excel, or an app like EveryDollar. If you practice keeping track of your finances, you might be surprised on how much you actually spend each month. A successful company always keeps inventory of what is coming in and what is going out because they have to know what they have or don't have. This is fundamental to planning and is fundamental to the success of the company. Our finances should be no different. Another big tip is to assign every dollar a purpose. Every dollar should have a purpose, whether that's to give, save, or spend. Tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When you assign a purpose to every dollar, this puts you in complete control of your finances. These tips will help you decrease your outflow and trim your budget so you can start gaining some traction. I always think of food when it comes to increasing or decreasing inflow and outflow. If someone is trying to lose 1 pound, an average person will need to walk 35 miles in order to burn off that pound. This is because of the concept of energy in and energy out. 1 pound is equivalent to 3,500 calories. An average person burns 100 calories per mile walked. That is a lot of miles you have to walk to burn 1 pound. However, it takes just a couple big meals to consume 3,500 calories. For me, I rather just eat 100 or 200 calories less per meal until that adds up to a pound instead of walking 35 miles. That being said, sometimes it's easier to cut back on your spending instead of spending the energy to get more jobs. However, going back to the example of the calories and losing a pound, what do we all hear when it comes to being healthy and losing weight? You must diet and exercise. The best way to go about the $27.40 goal per day is to increase your inflow and decrease your outflow simultaneously. Can you imagine what you can do if you trim your budget just a little and add a little bit of money each day? That will total $27.40 real fast, and by the time you know it, you would have saved up $10,000 by the end of the year. It's been said that money is 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior. Is there anything in your behavior that you can change? A lot of people get caught up in the math and get stunned by analysis paralysis and just say, it's just not possible. Having that mindset is so toxic and makes it impossible to dig out of that dark hole. Now, you don't have to make a million changes all at once, but today is the day to start change. I'm not asking you to save $10,000. I'm asking you to save $27.40. If you can't save $27.40 per day, it's okay to change the numbers. Even saving $10 a day is still $36.50 a year, and $5 a day is $18.25 a year. The purpose of this video is to bring awareness on how small tweaks can lead to giant peaks. Remember in the tale of the tortoise and the hare, the tortoise was patient and kept striving forward even though it was a slow and steady pace, but eventually the tortoise won the race. Be the tortoise. You got this. If you liked this video and are fired up to start saving, I made another video on 30 money saving tips, which I'll link right here.